and welcome to another edition of Quoth the Raven, Lewis Spread Raven Notice in accordance with the COPPA regulations. And this episode of Quoth the Raven is intended for ages 16 and up. While some of the content we will feature is kid friendly, the context of the episode is to address adults to inform them of said content for them to research as consumers in service of their youth. In other words, parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles, teachers, librarians, etc. There is the possibility of adult language present on the episode as well. Rated TV 16 and up. And hello, everyone. I see I got a little bit of a glare here from the thing. I know what that is. Here we go. We'll fix that. That fixes it, right? Didn't realize the camera had moved. And John Norris says hello. Hello, John. And so, here we are at the end of 2020. I hope we've had a festive holiday season. I hope you're all looking forward to the new year. Hopefully, it'll be a hell of a lot better than one we've had so far this year. I don't think it can get much worse with one day left, but we'll cross our fingers and hope for the best. We're going to go ahead with, and Mark Andrew Smith says hello as well. Hi there, Mark. We're going to go ahead and talk about what's going to be going on with the new season. It starts on Thursday, January 7th, I believe that is. Yes, January 7th at 9 p.m. And it will be a live chat episode. In other words, that will be with guest creators and we'll be discussing different topics. And then we'll start doing a regular routine on the week. So let's go ahead and get into that and start discussing what's actually going to be going on. Starting on January 11th, Monday will be our comics reviews day. Well, what that means is I'll do about a half-hour show where I'll be doing my regular reviews on the books. Like I have done on the show in the past, it's taken up about a half hour to 45 minutes. So I'm going to do that separate from the regular weekly live talk show. And that'll be on Mondays. And it'll probably air on around 4 or 5 p.m. on Monday afternoons. Our next day of the week is Wednesdays. And that'll also be a comics related day, and it'll be what did you buy this week? And basically what that is instead of doing a review, I'm just going to let you know what I bought that week from my retailer. So, and then I'll do reviews of that content the following Monday. And to give you an idea of what that looks like, I'll talk to you about what I got this week. This week I got previews, Heavy Metal number 302. Norse Mythology number 4 by Neil Gaiman and Craig Russell from Dark Horse, and Resident Alien Your Rides Here, number 3 of 6, from Peter Hogan and Stephen Parkhouse, also from Dark Horse. Canto 2, The Hollow Man number 4 from IDW. Unfortunately, I can't read the name of the creators off the cover on that, so forgive me just a second. I think I've got it right here. Here we go. Let's see. Boer, Zucker, Sevi, Astone, and World. So that would be the list of people involved in that one. And of course, Usagi Yojimbo Wanderer's Road by Stan Sakai with Peach Momoko cover. And that's issue number 2. And I got Sympathy for No Devils, number 3 by Brendan Thomas and Lee Ferguson, Jose Villarrubia, and Simon Boland. And then I got Kaiju Score number 2 for James Patrick and Rem Brew and Dave Sharp. And again, these will be reviewed on the Monday 11th, January 11th, and there will be some additional content as well reviewed on that day. There's some other material as well. I also got Tarna, The Last Tarkanian, from just a second. That's from Heavy Metal. they're doing regular comics now, apparently. And that's by Philip, Zerker, Dylan, Chloe, and Ward. And I'll have to, again, I am not doing reviews on any of these tonight, but they'll be reviewed on the 11th of January. And then there is Engine Ward number 6 by George Mann, Joe Eisma, Michael Garland, and Osman El How, and I can't remember his first name. I think it's Hassan, but I could be mistaken. If I remember right, it's Hassan. So that'll be what I'll be doing on Monday the 11th. But every Wednesday I will do a list on that, where I let you guys know what I got as well. Thursdays will be our live guest roundtable discussion. That will be the live show that will run about an hour and a half to 2 hours every Thursday. Live guests could be anybody from a multitude of ranges. Could have people like John as a guest co-host to discuss different topics. Could be Mark Andrew Smith. It could be new authors, new artists, because we're going to go a whole new direction and add additional content to what we're going to be airing on the show. And Fridays really shows this, as Fridays will be our fantasy, science fiction, and horror day. And what that is 1 week Friday I'll cover a fantasy novel or movie. 1 week I'll cover science fiction. 1 week I'll cover horror. And I could be talking about movies, television, prose fiction, anything but comics, because comics will be covered other days of the week. And this is the live draw for Saturdays. This is the new. This is also featured the new logo for the podcast. I'm going to have it a little bit smaller than this. We'll have the topic of discussion and some other graphics on the show for regular Thursday night podcast, but this is the new logo. This is also not the final image, but a very similar image to what one of the t-shirt designs that'll be coming out soon is. So what do you guys think of that? Let me know what you think of that logo. This could be the logo that goes on the back of the checkerboard design. I think I showed you guys that before. I don't know if I can show it or not, but I will try to show you guys what I'm talking about in a second here. I'm not hearing back from anybody. Interesting. All right. Just a second. That's what's going on. All right. Okay. The next piece that's how it's going to look possibly, is with that logo on this checkerboard with some text underneath or it could be back to just the logo itself, like this, without the checkerboard for a black shirt. Which do you guys think would be better? Which would you guys prefer? Because that's going on a T-shirt, and then there's some other stuff that's going to be coming out as well. And that'll be something that we'll be discussing probably middle. I want to say mid-January, but I want to make sure. I'm not going to officially announce a time until I know I get everything set up this time. Well, is that a good thing or a bad thing, Mark? Mark says that the checkerboard reminds him of some of the Madman comic books back in the day, which, of course, for those of you who might be watching and aren't familiar, later on, Madman is a very popular comic series by Mike Allred from the 80s and 90s. I think he still does some of them to this day, but with the character. But the peak of the character's popularity was in the 90s, in my estimation. Finally. Okay, just the logo is better. And okay, so you guys like the logo better, just by the logo. Okay, I don't know why his first, the second comment Mark made showed up on my account later, but that's weird. Okay, yeah, the black is better. Okay, they'll be just on a black then. That's fine. That's cool. Very cool. So anyway, the Saturdays will be live draws, and those are the regular ongoing episodes for the weeks to come now. Um, the Monday show will run around 15 to 30 minutes. The Wednesday show will run maybe 15 to 30, and Friday will be about an hour, I think, depending on what I'm going to be covering on that given week. The live draws will be whatever length of time I feel like I'm able to draw. Hopefully, to finish something up always. I'm going to try to do that anyway. And of course, the roundtable discussion will be around an hour and a half to 2 hours on Thursday nights, which shows the regular 9 o'clock schedule. The Monday and Wednesday will, like I said, around 4 to 5 p.m. is when I'll air those on Mondays and Wednesdays. And Fridays will air probably around 9, like the Thursday night show. And that's pretty much the preview for next season. There's one other thing that people might want to know, and that I opened the show tonight with the old music, the current music, I guess you could say. But John, our buddy John Norris, has provided a new opening theme music for season 3 as well. I did play it last week, but I guess John didn't hear it. I guess he left the room prior to the show ending. So I'll be playing that as our closing sound track for this episode, so that people can get an idea of what that's going to sound like. And so, if you guys want to reach me, I'm trying to get the silly show to get where I need to go. There we go. And these graphics will change for next week as well. If you want to reach me on Facebook, it's at Lewis.BrightRaven, at Twitter at LewisBrightRave.2, or LewisBrightRave2, pardon me. At DeviantArt at DeviantArt.com/BrightRaven, on YouTube at Quoth the Raven, Lewis Bright Raven, on Gmail at Lewis Bart Raven LBR72 or Quoth the Raven LBR72 at gmail.com. Not with it tonight, folks. Yahoo will be at Lewis Bart Raven at yahoo.com. Again, the podcasts will be different aired. That's why the graphics are changing. Every night, I'll let you guys know from night to night which shows airing which for the next show. But the podcast normally airs at 9 p.m. I will probably do it. I'll probably run this thing where I have the schedule all week so that you guys know what's coming on every week from now on, or what's scheduled to be on every week from now on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay? And with that, I will bid you guys adieu. Thanks for watching, and we will see you on January 7th with the first roundtable discussion. Have a good weekend, and Happy New Year's Eve, and let's look forward to a Happy New Year next year.